Women, I believe, can sense a bad dude like that.
That's
they
crazy.
Can feel it. My mother's amazing at that.
If she could sense that, she would have been able to sense that Bill Gates was on the same shit. I think she was completely oblivious to all of that.
Subscribe to this channel. In case you are watching this channel and have not subscribed.
Did you see the interview with Bill Gates' ex-wife?
Oh.
And she was being asked about, hey, so Melinda, you know, we've read and you've expressed that one of the reasons why, you know, the marriage didn't work out is the close relationship Bill had with Jeffrey Epstein. Was that one of the reasons? She says, yes, it was one of the
She did.
You haven't seen this?
No, she said yes.
She said that was like
16 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she says, she continues, she says, what was it that upset you about him? Is it the fact that he had one too many visits to the island? She pauses. She says, yes, but those are questions you're going to have to ask him.
Yep.
So guess what they do?
Answer.
They ask him.
Uh-huh.
And they say, so Bill, right here, do you have it? Right there. Just
That's gotta be tough.
Yeah, so watch this.
I didn't know that she answered this question. I thought that I thought the news was she just ended up leaving him around the same time and everyone tried to put two and two together. I didn't know she really said this. That's crazy.
Though, because she's crazy rich. So
Oh.
you know what?
It was
I'll bang
widely
Bill
reported
Gates.
that Bill had a friendship or business or some kind of contact with Jeffrey Epstein, and that you were not. That was very upsetting to you. Did that play a role in the divorce at all in this process?
Yeah, as I said, it's not one thing, it was many things. But I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein, no.
Wow.
And you made that clear to him?
I made that clear to him. I also met Jeffrey Epstein exactly
Watch
one
this.
time.
Watch
Did you?
this.
Yes, because I wanted to see who this man was. And I regretted it from the second I stepped in the door. He was abhorrent. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards. So, you know, my heart breaks for these young women because that's how I felt. And here I'm an older woman. My God, I feel terrible for those young women. It's awful.
You felt that the moment
That just gave me chills, man. That shit sounded like a horror movie.
I didn't
He was
realize that.
awful.
Yeah. And you shared that with Bill, and he still continued to spend time with him?
Any of the questions remaining about what Bill's relationship there was, those are for Bill to answer.
Okay.
But I
Classy
made
answer.
very clear
And I'll
how
tell you something about women.
Defamation.
Women can, women, I believe, can sense a bad dude like that.
That's
they
crazy.
can feel
Nah.
it. My mother's amazing at that.
If she could sense that, she would have been able to sense that Bill Gates was on the same shit. I think she was completely oblivious to all of that. It's crazy that this. I've heard all the conspiracy theories about Bill Gates and this and that. I haven't seen this clip ever. I don't think, and I don't see how in the fuck is just like not mainstream. How the fuck does Bill Gates even have a reputation anymore? His wife threw him under the bus that deliberately. Like the way she's talking, bro. She's talking like she's got a new form of bitterness inside of her whenever she hears his name. There's no way she could have been able to deal with that for years. She had to have found something disgusting out about him.
I'm telling you, has antenna. My mother has saved my dad from going into business deals.
Really?
Dude, she can look at a dude and go, that guy's a bad guy. I got a bad feeling.
Wow.
And that's how women had to survive. I think women can pick up on energy that we don't, because we're not afraid. I don't walk around worrying about my physical safety. But there are women, I think women are way better. The Israelis use women as bodyguards because they found that if you can teach a woman how to shoot straight, no problem. And there are some badass women. So they found that women, they grow up from the age of about 12 years old. They have to be, I see it with my daughter. They're very aware of danger. They're very aware. Why is that guy over there? Why is he looking at me for too long? What's going over here? They can just sense these things.
The instincts.
Okay? I wrote a pilot with a woman long time ago who ran a brothel. I wanted to do this thing. It was called the Rub Club. And
Great name, by the way.
it's a great name.
Love it.
If y'all don't know who this is Brian Callen. If you want to get a good laugh, go to Reddit and look up The Fighter and the Kid. They really just take clips from their podcast, him and Brendan Schaub, and just roast him. He's not as bad. I know he's had some charges on him from SA. I'm not sure if he's actually guilty or not, but I don't really ever take anything that comes out of his mouth seriously. So while y'all are listening, just keep that in mind. I do agree that women do have that instinctually in them. happen though, because I think it's just something that humans evolved with whenever we were coming up as hunter-gatherers.
That's great. I just didn't. It didn't.
Coming to
I didn't
Davos
write
next
well.
year, yeah.
But she was amazing because she would say that when they would come in, she would hug a guy. So she would hug. So the guy'd come in.
Hourglass.
She would hug him. Yeah. She would hug him. And then her friend would hug the guy from behind. They'd be like, hi. And what they were doing was checking for weapons.
What?
Right? So you push your body against him, make sure he doesn't have a gun or a knife because you're going to get robbed or whatever. That's the first thing they would do. The second thing they would do is this woman could tell immediately if this guy was a freak. She could tell immediately if he was dangerous. All of them.
Who the fuck lets someone hug them from front and behind? Who the fuck lets two people hug them at once? Unless they're just like some pimp. If you're a killer and you got a weapon on you, are not letting no one get behind you.
Good, because they had so much experience with this. Like the way he walked in, was he moving his arms? Was he very stiff? Was his body, what was his body temperature? So, you know, when somebody like Melinda Gates sees a guy like that and she goes, I had a bad feeling, man, listen to that. My dad was going to go into business with this guy, right? And, you know, they're playing golf. And the guy, nobody was looking, and he kicked his ball. Oh. Now, I cheat at golf all the time, and I'm going to lie about my score 100%, but you're going to know I'm lying. You're going to see me cheat. I'm not going to actually go, I'm not going to. This guy looked around and just went, he just touched it like that. My mother saw that. My mother goes, if you put this money into this deal, I'm going to divorce you. What are we talking about? She goes, I watched
You see what I mean on believing this guy? Possibility of this happening, 0.1%. What if he looked around, didn't see her looking, kicked the ball? Like, bro, come on, man. Come on. And then she threatened divorce over... Bro, come on, man.
cheat. And he goes, everybody cheats at golf. He goes, no. Nobody cheats when they're really trying to get away with it. Anyway, long story short, he ended up in jail. I'll tell you his name.
Oh,
I'll tell
shit.
you his
I
name
think what you're referring to
Well,
is,
you can look it up.
is women's intuition. They do have that sense. And I think you highlighted it as that
I believe women intuition. I do not believe Brian Callen at all.
as guys, if we're going into business with somebody or networking with somebody, it's, yeah, whatever, bro, I'm a dude, whatever.
Yeah.
A girl, literally, once she walks out the door, like we do the whole, okay, phone, wallet, keys, balls, got it, all right, good to go. A girl's like, all right, I got my mace, I've got my purse. Like, there's another level that women have to go to for safety and security.
100%.
And that intuition, since caveman days, has to be a part of it. Great point.
They know it.
Bro.
And here's my question, though.
Men do too, though. Like, I don't know, maybe society is just soft now. I've seen so many people talking about how men can just walk around like nothing's happening. Bro, if I'm walking through the streets, I'm paranoid. I'm cautious of every single thing around me. I'm thinking of if a motherfucker wants to just pull out a knife and stab me. I'm thinking if a motherfucker just wants to swerve and hit me. I'm thinking if someone's stalking me. I'm thinking if someone's following me. I'm thinking of every single thing. That might just be me being paranoid, but I feel like this is how humans should live. I feel like we should walk like we're walking on glass. In society, bro, you see how many fucking videos just pop up of just someone just going crazy for no reason, and just someone's walking down the block and get stabbed or something. I think society's too soft now. I think society thinks that violence doesn't happen anymore when it happens all the time. I am paranoid as fuck when I walk through the street. I'm so tired of guys acting like men just can just walk around like nothing fucking happened. I walk around like I'm threatened all the fucking time. I walk around and I eyeball people up and down thinking like, well, if they try something, I know how I'm gonna handle myself. Especially when I'm with my girl or my kids. Bro, I look at so much. I am stupid protective whenever I'm talking about walking through public, especially with my family.
No, so this happened fairly recent, right? But the Epstein thing, he already suicided himself in jail and everything. What do you think was her motivation to finally, because dude, this relationship with Epstein was way back in the day. What do you think was the deciding factor for her to say, let me open my mouth now, because what, they got Ghislaine and she might open her mouth, or what?
First of all, you're thinking getting a divorce is easy. What do you think a divorce is? You think a divorce is like, okay, yeah, you know, no problem, like a breakup. We're good. Scored away.
Yeah.
All right, all the best to you, bro. Okay, tell your mom,
Right.
awesome, loved her cooking. But I'm sorry, man, you know, it is what it is, and my dad's going to miss you. You know, he loves you. Good luck. I'll see you at the, you know, whatever. That's
Most
not how
casual
this works.
divorce ever.
But divorces, you know, take years before a divorce happens.
Oh,
When
yeah.
a divorce happens, a divorce been in the works for 5 years,
Okay.
3 years, 8
That's crazy.
years,
I didn't know it
sometimes
was that
10
long.
years, right? You know, how many times, like I'll sit, you know, over the years, we run an insurance company, so we see a lot of people being married, and some that work, some that don't work. 22 years, you watch these guys, and having been married for 13 and a half years myself, 4 kids, families, you know, that's a very hard thing to do. But you'll see if there is kids involved, if there's a charity involved,
And they
if
do.
there's, you know, business involved, if there is other responsibilities involved, if there's certain legacies involved, if there's dirt on both sides involved, if there is, it's a very, it's you know what it's like? It's kind of like business partners.
I'm in that video there, y'all. I thought they would talk more about this whole Epstein stuff. I really want to react to a video like about all the details with Epstein with y'all. If you guys got any recommendations on any videos in mind that cover a lot of topics that most people don't know, let me know down below and I'll react to it. But please like the video. If you got anything to say about this video, any comments, any suggestions, any critiques, any answers, anything at all you want me to see or read, let me know down below. I'll read every single comment. And if you fuck with y'all boy, will you follow me? Deuces.
Niggas falling off and they really ain't winning. 5 to a dime, double up, yeah, I'm with it. 2 pieces of exotic, get shot through your fitting. Put a nigga on and I knock a nigga off. Made my own way, niggas know that I'm a boss. 10, 20, 30, yeah, had them bitches lost. Have you ever seen a bundle, baby girl, for assault? I'm a big step, I'll rep for myself.